Today I am officially declaring a national emergency.
미국에서 코로나19로 인한 하루 사망자가 1,300여 명이나 발생합니다.
환자가 10만 명을 넘어서는 등 확산세가 갈수록 심해지고 있습니다.
A lot of people from my dorm is moving out.
I also got scammed from Amazon.
And one of the big problem is panic buying. Especially the stores were all sold out of toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and eggs. In the US, it's like they just cannot handle it. So these are the papers that they attached to their doors, notifying that they're closing the doors temporarily until further notice. I don't know how it's becoming a racial problem. That's why I decided to just stay in my dorm for the rest of the semester.
If you believe you are experiencing illness related to the coronavirus, you may hang up and check your symptoms online at www.cdc.gov.
Hello again, today is March 30th. I'm going to inform how the situation for this pandemic is going on in the US, especially in Dallas, Texas. So it's going to include how bad the situation is in the US, including panic buying, self-isolation and quarantine, people's reaction in the US, how the economy and the local community has changed, what's my school's reaction for this coronavirus, and finally my decision and plans for reacting to this disease. So right now I'm in the middle of the spring break. Mostly I'm staying in my dorm. Sometimes I go outside for a walk for like 30 minutes to just get some sunlight outside. A lot of people from my dorm is moving out to their original place, but I decided to stay in my dorm for the rest of the semester for some reasons. That's going to be explained in the later of the video. So right now, US is leading the world for the number of positive patients. So right in the moment, there are more than 140,000 cases and about 2,000 deaths that were reported in the US, while the global count is around 700,000. Oh, and one of the big problem is panic buying. So people are preparing to self-isolate in their homes for a few weeks. They're starting to buy everything from the grocery stores. So like everything are being sold out. So these are the videos that I took for the last few weeks. I went to Walmart, Target, Costco, Thum, and all those grocery stores, but especially the stores were all sold out of toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and eggs. So as you can see, they are mostly sold out of eggs, pasta sauce of all kinds, some canned products, and all Campbell's tomato soups. I shouldn't go to the grocery store so often in this chaos, but every time I go there, I just can't buy what I needed because everything was just sold out. I heard that this is not happening in Korea because they had good supply systems and they already predicted this from the previous diseases, but in the US, it's like they just cannot handle it. I also try to go to a shopping mall to hang out, but like the mall itself was open, but all the stores inside were closed by themselves just to avoid the coronavirus. So these are the papers that they attached to their doors, notifying that they're closing the doors temporarily until further notice. So the main problem is that the medical service in the US is just so weak, loose, and poor prepared that we cannot even take the tests properly. I think they only give priority for the tests to people who are older, have like 3 or more symptoms regarding the coronavirus, or if you have had any contact with somebody who was reported positive. I mean, how in the world do we know that if we had any contact with a person who was reported positive in like Walmart or something? Even if you have symptoms like headache, fever, or cough, what they tell you is that you should just stay home and stay away from people. I don't think this is the right reaction to this virus because like compared to what they're doing in Korea, you can take the test for coronavirus right away if you have any symptoms. And if you are reported positive, you're right away self-isolated in the hospital and you can get a lot of treatments for free. But in the US, it's like just stay home. So when I tried to call CDC to ask about how to react if I had any similar symptoms for coronavirus, and they just had this automated recording. They barely even answer the calls for the patients. This is going to be the recording of what they tell you if you have any symptoms.
If you believe you're experiencing illness related to the coronavirus, you may hang up and check your symptoms online at www.cdc.gov. There are currently no medications to treat COVID-19. If you have fever, cough, or shortness of breath and have not been around anyone who has been diagnosed with COVID-19 and don't need immediate medical care, you should stay home away from others until at least 72 hours after the fever is gone and symptoms get better. During this time of increasing community spread, testing strategies could change. Testing is currently not indicated for everyone, especially people who do not have symptoms, even if they have been exposed to a person with confirmed COVID-19. If you have any of the conditions that may increase your risk for a serious viral infection, such as being 60 years of age or older, pregnancy, or existing medical conditions, call your physician's office and ask if you need to be evaluated in person. They may want to monitor your health more closely or test you for COVID-19 or influenza. If you do not have a high-risk condition and your symptoms are mild, you may not need to be evaluated in person and may not need to be tested for COVID-19.
Oh, by the way, this is lemon ginger tea because ginger is good for your immune system.
And when I go outside, I see no people wearing masks. Well, of course, it's because it's hard to buy one because you cannot find it from anywhere. But still, like, as you know, it spreads a lot before it even has any symptoms. It just spreads so easily through air or like by sneezing, but like nobody is wearing any masks or anything for preventing themselves or any other people they have in contact. So I think that is one of the reasons why the coronavirus in the US is spreading so fast. And the funny thing is that if you're wearing a mask, they look at you in a weird face. I mean, if you go to Target or something, you cannot find anyone who is wearing a mask, and it's only like those Asian people usually. If you go to H Mart, which is a Korean market, or the Chinese Ranch Mart, like everyone is wearing masks and everyone is so cautious about spreading the disease. But these people in America, they have no idea how it spreads so easily, and I barely see any people wearing a mask around except for those people who are giving services. Oh, speaking of the mask, I also got scammed from Amazon. So what happened is that I ordered a mask in February 29th. I bought this 50 pieces of protecting mask for $44. I think it was already overpriced, but I had no choice because there were not many choices for the masks at that time. But they said that the estimated delivery date is like around March 16th. In March 16th, they reported that it was delayed because of the coronavirus. And then like 2 weeks later, it's just like a few days ago, the package is just set to be shipped. And there hasn't been any updates for the delivery. So I asked Amazon for a full refund because I didn't want the mask anymore and I didn't think that they're going to deliver it actually. So they contacted the seller, but what they said is that the mask is on the way, but it's coming late because of the coronavirus, so please wait patiently. I mean, I believe this is a scam because there are a lot of reviews that said they didn't receive the package and they were not even able to get a refund. But eventually Amazon gave me a full refund.
Well, one good thing is that I haven't experienced any racism here in Dallas. I think it's mainly because there are a lot of international people living in Dallas, and in the campus there are like more international students than the local students. So I haven't experienced any insult or anything for being an Asian, so it's okay right now, but I've seen a lot of people getting racist insults and those kind of bad things. I think it's especially serious in Europe because there are a lot of videos on YouTube that is saying that they have experienced racism. I also have a friend that was insulted by a professor in Ireland. So it shouldn't be a fight against different nations. It should be a fight against a virus. I don't know how it's becoming a racial problem. I just hope that this racism will stop in a moment. I also have a friend that is studying in New Jersey, and according to him, they closed down the city like a few weeks ago. They were not allowed to move around from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. I think. I think that is so crazy. There were no stores open nearby and nobody walking in the streets. It's like a ghost town. So he decided to go back to Korea, and he did. So right now the flight tickets to Korea is like so expensive. I think it was around $1,200 for a round trip to Korea. But then right now it's like almost $3,000 to $4,000 for a single trip. And there are like no direct flights. You have to transfer in California or something. And as I mentioned before, I don't think it's a good idea to go to crowded places right now, like the airport or the plane. I just think that it's much safer to just stay in the dorms and not meet any people. And like, who knows, like if somebody in the plane has a disease, or even myself can have the virus, but I don't know yet. And I can spread it to anyone in the plane. So that's why I decided to just stay in my dorm for the rest of the semester. So wrapping up, the coronavirus situation, as you saw, is really serious right now. There are more and more cases being updated every day. There are no signs of getting better yet. I just hope that all of you guys stay safe from the virus, including myself and my families and my friends. I hope that the US government will give more solutions to solve this problem. There are a lot of problems in the US that is making the disease to spread faster. I just hope that they all get fixed and stop the disease from spreading more. Yeah, so that's it for today. Thank you guys again for watching my video. I'll get you guys updated for how the virus is going on. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I appreciate a lot of comments, and you can follow me on Instagram right here. It's going to give you more updates about how I'm making videos or notifying that I'm going to be uploading a new video. And thank you again for watching, and please be safe.